Voice now work. Yeah, I was just enjoying Artemis' theme song so much that I didn't want to interrupt. Thank you, NRSD. Okay, main quest done. We have Dope Lab. Side quests, there aren't any. Gonna check this last third of the town. We gotta talk to Grace, we gotta talk to Sticky. We'll check in on everyone in between. And then look for herbs is the plan. Seems weird that I don't have anything else. I did get a threat from Ruben. Ruben's mad at me because he thinks I killed his mentor Isidore. Let's see. It's 240. We are not currently tight with Ruben. He thinks we killed Isidore. Yeah. Exhaustion's a little high. Is there a bed here? Yes. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to rest just a skosh. Oh hey, we got another letter. Andre wants to talk. Told you're one of the few Odong to have survived the massacre yesterday. Come to the Riverside Shebeen. Let's talk, Andre Stomatin. I'm not an Odong. Okay. Yeah, Andre's in his club. It used to be called the Golgoy Ken. Was renamed to the Broken Heart Tavern. Alright, I'm still gonna check in on Grace before I head over there, but... I mean, it may be unlicensed or illegally operating, but, like, who would check? This town is in the middle of nowhere. Checking with Grace, she's one of my bound, want to make sure everything's good, and she isn't just, you know, holding out on me because she's shy. Well, you know, it's been retranslated, so... Grace, you good?
They don't trust me. Like I don't know what to do.
Okay. Apologies. Alright, so nothing from Grace. Shouldn't really be anything from Aspity either. She was involved in the main quest today. But it is easy enough to get to her. Oh right, I left things in the box.
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
It makes me happy that you came back to us. Makes you happy? Yes and no. I see the cruel hand of fate in this. Your father died, and the next moment, enter you. Old Barak was the person we pinned our hopes on, the hopes and expectations he never would have lived up to. But you can. The earth has expressed its will. The kin has said its word. What do you mean by that? I'm superstitious. I can't listen to the earth like brides do, but I can listen to the kin. I know how they feel. They looked up to your father. Now they'll look up to you. That is, if they manage to survive to learn of your existence at all, of course. Why wouldn't they? Because the disease is spreading rapidly. There is nowhere to run from it. The whole kin, except a couple of refugees that were lucky enough to be outside when the doors were boarded up, is locked up in the termitary. Who locked them up? Fat Vlad. He claims it's because of a riot. He's lying. I'll speak to him.
Who is she? What's her goal?
Do you know how to gather the herbs? You won't find anything if you simply walk around looking for it. You have to know the right places. Twire and Swevery are abundant this year, though. Inexplicable. It's just like 11 years ago, when the Cold Tower was built. Basically, you should speak to the gatherers. Oh, please. I would love a tip on where to find the herbs. Also, interesting. The Twire blooms every year, but it's especially bad this year. Same as 11 years ago when the polyhedron was put in. I think that lines up with the last outbreak. It's like the Twire is sprouting because of the sand pest. Like the Earth is giving us a means to fight the plague as the plague is being released. Who are these gatherers? A caste of sorts. Most of them are worms, although they are going extinct. They've had this internecine war of sorts recently. When people started buying their secrets from them, they resorted to killing one another. There was this short-lived trend. Everyone wanted to try smoky twiring for a while. Some worms were tempted to allow this. Why are they called worms anyway? Well, worms are also the children of Bodo. Just like men, they are simpler but closer to earth, so they feel the soil better. They know the gentle words to caress the herbs. Twire has a very distinct growth pattern, you know. Each stem has its own name and personality. You need to get to know it, nourish it, and cherish it. Where can I find them? There were 3 worms on the town's border not so long ago. Some was being hunted, tried to flee the town. They were waiting for the victim's death. I'll show you approximately where they are. You can go from there. But they don't usually stay in place for long. They travel and break camps for the night. Thank you, Aspity. Okay. This I know about. This location is where I can trade organs for herbs.
What?
Tell me about Twire. It transforms any substance. If you want to continue your father's practices, you'll need to stock up on herbs. Some of them are even stronger, you know. White Whip, for example. What does White Whip do? White Whip is always a mystery. It's almost impossible to find it on your own, by the way. You have to talk to the gatherers about it. As for what properties it adds to an infusion, I don't remember. You need to know the recipes. A lot depends on the blade, too. Why? Each blade has its own personality, that is known. All of them are different, but the blades of each kind of herb have something in common, too. So even if you don't know how a particular blade grew, you can still risk making an infusion with it. It will have an effect. I will heed your advice.
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
Can you tell me more about the infusions? They have a lot of various properties. At the moment, what you should care about most is that they can serve as medicine that is no longer found in drugstores. Some of them can work as protective substances. They boost your immunity. Take a look. Some are painkillers. Some quench hunger. Some mitigate exhaustion. There's no medicine in drugstores? You can come across some drugs from time to time, but they're of poor quality. Someone's brought up the whole supply recently, and I've heard it was a single person, too. I wonder who would do something like that. That information could be of use. Twire is, of course, no medicinal herb. Earth does not serve man. Man serves Earth. Indeed. Okay. I can sleep at Aspity's. Good to know. Well, shotgun shells do seem better for me than bracelets right now. Okay, let's head to Andre. That seems like a proper side quest. Still not actually any added yet, but you know, we're working on it. Peter's here.
This changeling is absolving villains and criminals. We'll get along just fine.
I see a worthy fighter before me. What are you, a soldier or an inquisitor? No, I'm an architect. Also one of the most dangerous people in this town. Nice to meet you. I'm Artemi Barak.
Why are you standing there like a dummy?
I'll tell you what, we're leaving, my brother and I. Our belongings can go to blazes. How about I give something away to you too? The moment seems appropriate. See how the prices have shot up? A great time for profiteering. Having seed money can make you a millionaire by the evening. How? I have money, tons of it. 4,000 in local currency. I want a mere nothing for it. I need brown twire. 10 blades, no less. Straight, clean ones. No flaws, no color. Preferably named, but that's optional. Brown twire will yield to you. You are a Menku. Deal? Why can't you buy it yourself? I had a quarrel with the worms. My dark game has been revealed. Basically went off and started killing each other for revealing their tribal secrets. I'm no longer trusted. What's in it for me? Don't get it? With my money, you'll be able to buy a whole load of goods and resell them for 3 times as much at a certain shop. I've got good sources. What shop? Not so fast. Like I said, my sources are reliable. Victor won't let us down either. It's all cut and dried with the Canes. I've got no time for mercantile matters anyway, so overprice away. Well, what do you say, huh? So you want the brown herb? Okay, you'll have it by evening. Well, it's 10 stalks of brown twire. I don't know how I'm going to get those, but I guess I'll talk to... Maybe now that Aspity has clued me in that these are gatherers, they will give me a hint on how to find it.
That Twirin makes your head wooden. What is this silent house? Will you tell me, old boy?
My brother and I have been seeing each other so rarely lately, even though we're cooling our heels within a stone throw from each other. I feel like I could stretch out my hand and he'd be there. Yes, seems like it's truly time to leave. You two come from the capital? Yes, I am. You know, when we were invited here, that was 10 years ago. Twirin was unheard of in the capital back then. I came here for it. So fetch us more herbs, gatherer, will you? Why don't you do it yourself? Are you laughing at me? The herb doesn't yield to us. Tried it many a time. It conceals itself from strangers. I also used to think it was a legend or a myth or something, but why am I explaining it to you of all people? You are correct, though. Okay. I have on me 1 brown twire. How am I gonna get 10? Okay. Since I'm here, I'm gonna check on Sticky real quick before I head down to the Gatherers. I'm curious if we're gonna find out why Peter and Andre don't skip town with the Bachelor. Certainly seems like it. I'm still so used to this part of the town being absolutely plague infested. The fact that I can just walk through here and it's fine is honestly a little unnerving for me. Ooh. Easy. Oh, wrong house. Use the front door. Okay. Sticky, you good?
This joint won't break. It's made of metal.
Okay, Sticky's good. I don't know why this room glows blue. Okay, I guess we'll go meet the Odong. Vibes. I mean, there's a vibe. That vibe is, call the police. That's pretty true of the entire town. Bracelet. Do I have... Okay, I've got a fair amount of blood on me and some hearts. Wonder how many I can trade to the Odong for. Fighting pit over here. It is the opposite of the plague houses, you are correct. I do want Sticky to be safe. There's the fighting pit, alright. Can't do anything with it. Go out this way to keep our eyes open for herbs, I guess. Still feel like I only kinda know what I'm looking for, and it's definitely a needle in a haystack situation. It's not like there's no grass. I'm looking for grass that stands out amongst all of the random grass. I find it very interesting that I didn't need to talk to Aspity about the Odong out here. Can't help but feel like you would be absolutely screwed if you didn't. All that talk, and sure enough, round fire just stuck out to me in the distance. Somebody said they might close up for the night. There's a bride here. You weren't here last time. I know your smell. You smell of autumn soil, of the smoke that comes from burning leaves. And you smell of milk. Rude, Artemy. I think rude? That felt rude. We are the worms inside Bodo's body. We gather herbs, brown twire, rusty twire, black twire, bloody twire, swevery, uheg, and white whip speak to us. Alright, he has 15. Each one costs 12. He'll take meat, too. Smoked meat is worth 40 to him? Smoked meat. One thing of smoked meat is worth 10 kidneys. What? Okay. Well, it solves the how I'm going to buy herbs problem. I need more smoked meat. Jesus. Okay, let's offload things and load up, I guess. Rare. Alright, so I'm giving up all my food right now. Okay. I need more smoked meat. I guess I'm gonna go back to Andre, give him the brown twire, get the money, use the money to go buy as much smoked meat as I can. I have a handful of nuts to trade with children. I usually have medicine, not food, but... Now I'm wondering, like, what does raw meat trade for? What about a whole fish? Smoked fish. I was stocking up on smoked meat because I felt like it made good food, but it's worth so much more in twire. There's suddenly a lot more math in Artemy's run than I was expecting. Like, a lot more. Maria, what are you doing here? Oh no. Why? I so don't. I just want to get paid. Maria's gonna keep them from going, and I'm gonna help her. She's gonna offer me more for the Twire, right? That's gotta be it. She's gonna offer me a bunch more money.
What?
I've been trying to get into your house to talk to you for 2 days. So this is our first time talking to Maria. You must be an outsider, aren't you? Man of the kin. Haven't seen you here before. Are girls with good backgrounds really supposed to visit places like this? Doesn't matter. I've noticed you were headed for the architects. Are you the man they asked to gather rare herbs for them before they hit the road? I could lie. I don't have a reason to lie to her. Not one that isn't meta. I mean, I quick saved before this, whatever. Yeah. What are you, an Outdong? How did you manage to avoid the massacre then? I thought all of you were killed by the Zealots 3 days ago. The rest were locked up in the termitary yesterday. I come from a Menku family. Hush! Quiet. Listen to me, old boy. The architects are planning to leave our town. I want them to stay. Tell Andre you've managed to discover the secrets of old Isidor's brews. They're quite sought after now, rumor has it. Savarov has seized Isidor's belongings. He has. That's where we're going to get more of the formulas from Savarov. But they can see us two whispering. I'll give you one of the recipes if Andre demands proof. It costs a fortune, but I'm prepared to go to great expenses for a deal like this. I'll also reimburse any lost profits to you, of course. You must be aware that I come from a rather wealthy family. Well, deal? Okay. So she will pay me for lost profits and give me a formula if I go tell the Stomatans, hey, I figured out how to make Twirine. So chill. I mean, I don't have a reason not to. I don't owe them anything. Right? I'd be lying to strangers that I just cut a deal with. But these guys are just drunks. Like, they're just... I was only doing it because they were paying me. She's paying me more. It's very mercenary. I'll try.
My dear changeling has sentenced someone to death, and me, I looked at her, and then I thought, she's an idiot.
Do you know, Maria? Do you? Be careful around her. Her love is more devastating than her hatred. I can imagine.
It's essential to allow you...
Okay.
Why are you standing there like a dummy?
So, Stepman, shall we do some muscle flexing? Andre is so weird. I've got news for you, Builder. It has to do with the recipes. I'm not a builder, I'm an architect. The old or the new ones? The new. I found something in my father's inheritance. So, are you saying you're planning to brew new types of Twirine? Very likely. Well, it's worth staying then. At least we'll see if you manage anything. I'll manage all right. The question is if you'll like it. That's Yeah, no, 100% agree with this quest text. The noble woman makes a better offer. Also, I'm gonna be brewing shit with the herbs. Maybe I make a drink. I don't really know what I'm going to get here.
Why can't I move on my own?
The architects are staying. You are wise, Olgoy. Here is the money I promised, and the recipe that Isidore Barak had prepared for Simon. He did it before going off into the steppe. Why are you giving me that look? Do you know who Isidore Barak is? This recipe is worth 5 years of your life, Olgoy. Isidore Barak is my father. Herbal recipe number 5.
Great souls
80 to
are not
7.5.
those who have fewer passions and more virtues than the common, but those only who have greater designs.
That's a lot better than the best recipe I have right now. I'll need to compare notes in a moment. I guess, okay, that covers side quests for today. And she paid me 4,000, 5,000? I need food now. And I get to keep all the twire. That worked out very profitably. I no longer have room for the water bottles. You know what? I don't need kerosene. Right. This door. You got more smoked meat, dog. Like, it's pricey, but I'm rich. I gotta see what the dried and fresh fish go for, too. I just have to. Okay. Spending most of my money right here. Yeah, let's just do it. Can always trade it back later. I gotta go back to my lab, dump all the herbs, then head to the Adong, see if there's any more worth trading. Eat, sleep. Check out what the differences between the recipes are. See if I can find something to build my own with. It's weird that it's recipe 5. The other recipes I have are 6 and 8. Do you have any more food? You do. Just sell random stuff. Razors could be worth more somewhere else. Take the dried meat. economy just got suddenly so much more complicated. Holy crap. So, in the Bachelor's run, okay, the Stomatans are like, you're right, we gotta get out of town. Everything's going to shit. Let's leave. And Peter's like, no, you don't understand. My favorite alcohol is here. So I'm not gonna. So Daniil goes and finds out that Sabarov is going to get emergency powers and will use them to kill Peter. Peter's like, you're right, I don't want to die. Let's get out of town. And then Artemy comes along and says, but wait, I'm coming up with new berry spice flavors. And the Stomatans go, well, in that case, guess we gotta stay. Like, I'm not crazy. That's the order of events here. Like, Peter Stamatan is willing to die for Sprite Remix. That's what's happened. It's the other side of the tracks. I'm not even in the right part of town. That one's weird. Let's drop things off. So I don't know what to do with this brand situation. White Whip is still very rare. Black Twire I don't have a lot of. Around the fence. Moo. Round the fence? Oh my god. That's a White Whip. Let's go. I need some to experiment with. I am getting hungry. I cannot trade all my food. Don't trade all of the food, Artemy. Need just enough to eat. Okay, so one smoked meat is 40. Dried fish is only 20. Okay, then the same price in coin though, so the smoked meat better to trade with. Dried meat also 20. Fresh fish is 80? I bet fresh meat is also 80. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, we're definitely trading that off. Give me all of the rare things. He has exactly 32 worth of herbs left on him. I'm just gonna leave it. That sounds fine. Okay. Still not a lot of white whip. That's still a problem. It is 8:15. I can't go in this thing, right? Okay. Alright, let's check out these recipes. See if we can make some analyses. So, recipe 5 is 1 brown, 2 swevery, 1 white whip. Okay. $80 for 7.5 is the best strength for damage I've seen. So the first recipe we got was actually recipe 6, which is this one, which is 2 black, 1 brown. And then this one's a little stronger, 1 black, 1 brown, 1 swevery. It's just dropped a black for a swevery. And this new one drops the other black for another swevery and adds a white whip. These are all immunity based, but I should have other options as well. Seems like white whip maybe reduces the amount of damage done. Yes, okay, that's exactly what it does. White whip reduces the amount of damage that the potion does. None of the recipes use blood twire. I mean, I've got 4 herbs, right? Why not try one of each? Is there any chance that that just works? low damage but low immunity. It's really not useful. This other machine, but I do not understand what it does. Don't put herbs into it. Do put blood into it. Interesting, I can mix the blood with a tyrene extract. Dead gruel. A combination of tyrene infusion and some organic material may function as a primitive antibiotic. Prototype of the future serum. Close of a prototype is yet to be determined. Careful research. Okay, that was the 52 to 9. Instead of resistance, it's now a 100% removal of infection? By mixing it with blood? Pretty sure I can mix that with organs too, instead of just blood. No, it brings infection to 0, but not necessarily cure. Like, if I'm infected with the plague, it may still start at 0 and work up. I need organs. Okay, we're gonna reload so that we're not wasting resources. I need to kill a mugger so I can experiment with organs. Alright, I think we're done with the day. It's 3 hours till midnight. I'm at half health. Do I have... I don't have any Neurodorm or anything. Unfortunate. Yes, I did. I did heal myself. Okay, first, eat. Okay. The dried stuff is not as good as the smoked stuff, and the fresh stuff is best, so we're gonna eat the dried. Perfect. Let's sleep. Alright, 3 o'clock in the morning.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mine performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Alright, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna hard save. And I did get a letter. Isidore's diary, an extract about the final duty. My life has come to an end. It may run me down any moment now. Whatever the cost may be, I took it upon myself to protect the following people. The daughter of the Olginsky family, she will inherit the earth. Caspar Kane, most definitely, angry. The girl from the van, she knows when. The freckled snooping boy, backdoor. The chieftain of the Solanahabs, artist the sea? The daughter of the cemetery caretaker. Who else? V, whose brand is in the box. This one is the most important of them all. V. Such is my pledge. I have to write another letter to my son. Could it be that neither of the 3 letters I wrote before has reached him? I need to talk to Simon. He knows. The copious Talgord does not consist solely of the bound. Panacea. So it seems the only way to fulfill the duty of the son is to help the mysterious patient recover. Although the sick body itself is not yet known, the disease is manifest. You should immediately proceed to research the panacea. Have no doubt the powers that be would be willing to facilitate the project, regardless of whether you will do it alone or with help. No price is too high as long as there is a chance to compound the cure. With the vaccine in your hands, you will soon become a man able to relieve the suffering of the townsfolk, or ignore it. Lucrative opportunity, is it not? Always at your service. Benefactors. Okay. The odds. My knife is not great. I suppose I might as well use it up. We'll head to the theater. If we run into some muggers, we fight them. We take their organs to use for infusions. Because I'm willing to bet a heart or a kidney will be even stronger than blood. Well, hello. How are you? Oh, no. Knife. Thank you. What is... There it is. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. That did not work. Ow. Whatever, I'll count it. I did crouch. I think maybe I wasn't close enough to do the insta stab. Maybe it doesn't work because he was moving. I don't know. You know what? Let's find out. Nope. Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay, I can't take another knife fight now. Need to find more drunks to get bandages from. Or get some morphine from a child. Nothing in the trash? Well, that's obnoxious. Okay. Theater.
The rulers had to accept something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
It's a sandbox.
We have sufficient strength to support the misfortunes of others.
Okay, nothing from Mark. I'm tempted to go pop in by Marky. I don't know why. Because I know Daniil and Smatins were supposed to get off on the train, and they didn't. I wonder if Murky saw anything. I don't know, it's giving me a direction to walk. And since I am awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, I need a thing to do. Exhaustion is a resource. Okay, I can build up my reputation by giving money to these beggar men. 7 bottles of water, let's go. I need to find a drone. Okay, we'll go to the end of the park here. Turn right. Officially out of food and very nearly out of money. So those are going to be concerns for me too. I can sell organs to VAR for money too, or trade them for bandages even. Should keep that in mind. I suppose I can also just run around in the steppe looking for herbs. That's an option.
Where is my doll?
Okay. Nothing from Murky at the moment. I guess we work our way back towards our lab. Check for herbs. See what to do with these organs and blood. I wonder if these different recipes will do different things when combined with different organs. Like, as Twire extracts, they look the same but different strengths, but what if they're actually just completely different once you mix them with blood? Yes, but he did say one of them cures hunger. Okay, experiment time. We're gonna do some save scumming. Okay, can only do one organ at a time. This with a liver, same thing. Agreed, an RST. I also appreciate the let me grab the other. I have a different extract, right? Alright, kidney with the stronger one, that's the one I've been using. Okay, same thing. If I use the weaker one, and actually I won't. No, let's use the liver since I've got it. 322. Interesting, okay. Both of them make dead gruel, and regardless of the strength of the original recipe, they all reduce infection by 100%. So that original recipe, the 2 black and 1 brown, that makes a 32 to a mere 3, which actually is 2% health. If I add a white whip to it, I should reduce that damage even more, possibly to 0, and then I should be able to make an infection cure that doesn't hurt. So I want 2 black, a brown, and then a white whip. We're gonna mix that into an extract. We will mix with blood. Okay. 2 black, a brown, a white whip. 32 for 1. We're safe scum experimenting. Okay. Last thing to try here was a heart, so we're gonna do that with our stronger one. Okay, they all make the same thing. Doesn't matter if I use blood or an organ of any kind. They all seem to make the same thing. I mix this with a blood, it should 100% cure infection and do the 1 damage to health. Yeah. Okay. So... just want to re-option the damage a lot. I just use 1 black, 1 brown, 1 white. Okay, we can put the organs away. Those are better for trading. We'll use the blood to make extracts. Or make, yeah, infusions. Do 1 black, 1 brown, 1 white. Hoping this should be very weak, but not do any damage. It's 4. Is the brown the one that's causing the problem? Just make 1 herb infusions. What does 1 black do? 6 and 6. 1 brown. 20 and 15. Bloody. Also 6 and 6. White whip is 0 for 0. Okay, now that's interesting. If I use the extract from the white whip with the blood, this Twyrene extract effectively does nothing. This dead gruel is 100% removing of the infection. Not a panacea. I don't think this is a cure. Bloody Twire had the same effect as the brown Twire, at least on its own? So let's try that. Grab a Bloody Twire. 2 black. See if that makes a 32 to 2. Not even close. I don't understand what the Bloody Twire does. any sweatery. Seems like that's probably a problem. I have no idea how the bloody twire works. I thought maybe these were multiplicative, but... some swevery. I need some swevery. What are the odds the Odong have some right now? Or black spire. Bloody twire. Aspity said you might move around at night. I'm glad that you haven't. Interesting. This time, instead of immediately going to the shop, when I said give me the herbs, the worm responds, "It isn't that I give herbs, Bodo does. She is nourished with blood. She then gives herbs to be gathered in the steppe. Suk feeds the earth with blood. Our juices sate the herbs. Give us blood, we will give you herbs." Where do I get blood? A usurer lives in the stone yard. He gives and he takes. Or else go to the termitary. Win yourself some blood in the circle if you are a good fighter. Okay. That didn't make a quest happen. Did I not? I have organs on me, but no blood. Okay. If I just have blood in my inventory, will you trade with me? Oh, I quick save. Load other quick save? Haha. It's like fast travel. Okay. Alright, this time I have blood on me. Don't really want to give up everything, because I might need them, but you know. I'm curious if more herbs spawn when I kill muggers. Where? Oh, there they are. Okay, it takes 1 blood to open the shop for the day. Interesting. Okay, okay. I'm following now. I give him 1 blood, and then he'll open the shop and I can trade. He's got more twire. No swevery. Got more black twire. Do I just go hunting for swivery then? Pretty sure last time I got some by the cathedral. I might be wrong. Pretty sure there was 1 more herb type too. Can't remember. My inventory is like really full. I need to go drop all the organs off real quick. Then we'll go looking for herbs. At least until something else happens. Also, the plague will have definitely arrived in the town now. So, gonna need to deal with that. haven't found any combination of anything that increases my health or decreases my hunger. It's all just related to infection and immunity. I agree, Anarsti. It definitely feels like now I'm just... The world is very different for me now. Like, I don't even know what Daniil is on. He should be picking herbs like I am. Notkin is locked. I can't meet with the Solon House. Is it just because it's early? I approach everything with deep suspicion. Don't trust it, don't like it. After if you're good, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
A wooden neck is tough to bend.
My lot are all astir. The pricks are repining against me. Gotta see us split any day now. It's fine, you're not splitting in half yourself, right? Okay.
I hope it's in.
Store is open. He does still have a rifle for sale, which is... repellent ankle boots and repellent jack boots. Very expensive. You don't happen to want any of the things I have, do you? Looks like not really. Okay. 100% not going the right way. We went through this park. Like I said, I'm definitely just mean mugging the grass all the time. 100%. Walking around like a twitchy mofo. Agreed, Anarsti. Also, no, stabby man. It's just... Well, there's a stabby man. There's another stab... Okay, I spoke too soon about the stabby man. We are the steady man now. Lots of water bottles, just so many water bottles. No one to trade them with. Hey, Ava. Boo.
I'm having chest pain.
Daniil, what's good?
This is utterly inconceivable.
I was happy at first that it wasn't bubonic plague. Now I realize I would have rather preferred it. I want to ask you something, Wainon. Something very important. It's about a panacea. What are you talking about? The serum? Yes. Tell me how to extract antibodies from tissue. First of all, they have to be there. If you're sure they are, then there are several general ways to go from there. A serum, after all, is just a blood component. As far as I understand, you can mix a sample of it with those natural agents. We'll need to get a sample first, though, then go ahead. Experiment. Right, an experiment like this has been successful once before. That's what I need to cure the plague. I need infected blood. That's what I'm missing. I need infected blood. So I've heard. Your father was a natural. So what did you want to ask of me? When you get down to studying a tissue sample, please see if there are antibodies in it. I have no intention to hide my results from you, obviously, but regrettably I have serious doubts that they are going to make you happy. It doesn't look like human organisms can resist the disease at all. At least that's what I've been seeing so far, sadly. Yet my father's endeavors were a success. That's all I'm hoping for. Don't worry, I'll tell you of my findings. The first results will become available as soon as tomorrow. Thank you.
This headache is splitting. I need some rest.
So you've begun studying the disease, I gather? I have. And you, actually, you can help me with that. Tell me, is it true there are special people in the local community, the only ones who have the moral right to pierce others, even the dead, with tools? Yes, you are talking about Menku. They are butchers and wardens. That is their right. It's not about morals. What is it about them? Allow me to kindly remind you that there are a lot of people here who do not shy away from piercing others with knives in the street. Yet during an emergency, the people who look more or less modern and civilized are disallowing me, a fully trained medic, to dissect bodies. It's an ancient tradition. Its roots are religious in nature, or even mythological. Bloody brilliant. Well, I don't profess any local religion. I'm fighting an epidemic. Or rather, I'm trying to save a couple thousand people, even though they turn themselves inside out, doing their best to get in my way. Yeah, Daniil, I get it. That's how that felt. They won't let you dissect the dead? Exactly. I need tissues of a person who died of the sand plague. I need them today, right now. I tried to get them at the cemetery, but failed miserably. The patrolmen are vigilantly watching over the dead. Would you like me to get you some? I'd reward you generously for that. Deal. I'll do what I can, even though I still don't have the right to. Why? Aren't you one of the... what do you call them? Well, your father was a surgeon. Nobody knows me here yet, but I've said my word. I'll do the best I can, if I can. Bachelor needs a sample of infected tissue. Infected blood may come in handy, too. I'm going to need to kill an infected person. Var, you don't have anything useful for me, do you? Highly doubting it, because I'm not really carrying all my blood and organs and stuff on me, but... The morning of the third day has come. She's got tourniquets. That's no good. Day 3, in which the Haruspex uncovers the intricacies of the secret step code at great personal risk. Interestingly, no new quests, no new letters. Just the day has started. Glad I talked to Daniil. Glad Daniil talked to me. There's no plants I need in Ava's garden, right? Looks good. There it is. New invitation from Vlad Olginsky the Older. Incidentally, I have learned of the difficulties you face in figuring out the mysterious subject denoted by the ancient sign. Did Isildur's inheritance make reference to it? I think we have a lot to discuss. Do pay me a visit. Always at your service, Olginsky. I don't know how much time I should or should not be dedicating to gathering herbs while I'm traveling. It's definitely better to do it while I'm going in between places so I don't have to lap the entire town an extra time. But it does delay me every time I do it, getting from one place to another. It's just this constant tension. Not expecting anything from Georgie, but we're here.
I'm deadly tired.
Nothing from Georgie. Also not expecting anything from Victor or Maria, but we'll go walk over to them. They're all here.
What?
Cool. I wonder if I'll notice any patterns about where the Twire spawns as I play. Maria's is still locked. She will only meet with me in the pub. correctly, the infested district should be out here, around the House of the Dead. Won't let me in still, which, like, my reputation's maxed out, so that's not the issue. Although they personally probably don't trust me. Which is fair. My body count is high.
There are unseen connections looking through the capricity and tenuity that the...
Okay. These are not special plants I can pick. Okay. Sure. They don't look like plants anywhere else in the town. Which makes me feel weird that I've noticed. Still none of what I need. Is that a thing? Is the grass weird around all of the Stomatin's experiments? Was that always the case? I just never noticed? It probably was. I'm pretty sure it was. We're gonna go talk to Vlad after doing a lap here, and then we'll probably wrap it there. Still a lot of sewer. Don't know what that's about. Well, it's probably nothing, but now it feels like a mystery box. Like, what is Mark's dark secret? It must be in the sewer beneath the theater.
Why are my children like this?
Most honored Master Burrock, or rather Oinon Burrock. You will be called that soon, for you are the Keeper of Knowledge, a warden, a menku, a surgeon, so to say. And even more than that, so have you looked into the matter of your own inheritance? I have. Nothing is more important for me right now. There was a brand, wasn't there? In the documents bearing the same mark. That designates a secret name. Indeed, how do you know that? My daughter told me about these doomed children that the deceased used to take care of. I see no point in hiding the truth from you. The brand this mysterious subject is marked with belongs to the secret step code. Can you read Longmark, the so-called circles or copious brands? No. You've been away for a while. Pray forgive me. Yes, you were but a child when you left. Longmark is a kind of alphabet, the signs that the bulls were branded with. Each of them has many meanings. Each sign is a song, a magical story told in lines, a spell. I see what you mean. I don't know this secret code. The kin does. Maybe some of the Odong worms or the butchers. And I have to admit, it is me who stands between you and these secrets. I've locked up all inhabitants of the Termitary. A cruel decision. Pray forgive me. There's an epidemic, a quarantine. I cannot violate it. There are about 8,000 inside. What if the disease finds a way in? What if it already has? Most respected Bachelor Dankovsky has already harassed me about these pointless questions. If the disease is already inside, then there's all the more reason to keep the doors shut. But enough about that. I want to help you. You want to know the meaning of the brand, don't you? I do. A few butchers managed to escape the Termitary before it was blocked off. I propose a deal. I've explained to you how you may find them helpful, so you will be looking for them anyway. After you find them, tell me where they are. If you promise me to do so, I'll tell you where to start. Okay. There's a shack. I've tried sending people over there already. They were greeted coldly. A certain lady lives in it. She is always in the loop. She knows the butcher's ways and what they're after. They say she was begotten by an Odong and a Twire bride. Start off there. She will treat you with respect. How come? Well, you're Isidore Burrock's son, the eldest Burrock now. It means a lot to them that you're from a Menku family. Menku aren't just surgeons or butchers. They are healers, an almost sacred role, a spiritual one, so to say. All in all, the lady will honor your request and tell you about the runaways. Well, if that's enough, I'm going. Show me the place. That's Aspity. Okay, so... shoot, it is the main quest. For the record, I agreed to tell him about things because it would keep him talking. But I can always just not tell him later. I can piss off Vlad later, as long as he tells me what I need to know first. That's the thought process. Yeah. You see, this right here. Perhaps I should put my trust in her. Agreed. Trust Aspity. Aspity is hiding out some of these butchers. Find a reason to tell Vlad they're not there. That's how I see this. For now, we're going to call that the stream. So we're going to get out of here. Progress. Bit by bit. Still need some swevery. I hated that I had to use it up to try out the first recipes. I'll need to get some swevery to see what that does, so I can continue to make infusions, and maybe we'll get some infected blood today. But that'll all be next week. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.